Steve Johns, I mean, what are you seeing? What are the, you talked about the gotchas to look out for. Like, what should we be looking out for in insurance right now?
Well, that falls a bit into that midsection. I'm not in the buy-in cycle. The gotchas that we always look at are the insured value. What do you have the airplane valued for? Policies are agreed value forms, so if the airplane is totally destroyed, that's the number that's paid by the insurance company. If it's not totally destroyed, then you have a dance to do to figure out, do we repair it or do we pay a total loss? So watching that value and keeping it very close to the market, or as close as you reasonably can to a moving market, important. Pilots, training, the previous panel was talking about training, and we have seen a number of our CJ operators and Falcon operators have their training slots canceled well in advance and be told that, and again, this is the story the insurance guy's getting, but be told that, yeah, we can get you back in 12 months. And the insurance company's requiring it inside of 2 or 3. So watching the training and the pilot qualifications is always a gotcha to be aware of. And the other one kind of goes back to that dry lease situation and just the approved use on insurance policies, not violating the use. I think you were also into where are we going? So where do I see us going? I think 2 things come to mind in the insurance industry. Number one is there will be coverage availability. So as you look back over the last 5 years and all the tough times that we went through and all the tough conversations we had, coverage was available. It wasn't a matter of if you could buy the coverage. It was generally a matter of what the price was. So even on single pilot operations, we do a lot of single pilot stuff. We do a lot of owner pilot stuff. We do a lot of owner single pilot stuff. And even on those airplanes, generally we could get reasonably high limits of coverage. We could get $10 or $12 million of hull coverage, whether it was a Phenom or a Phenom 300, a Pilatus, a PC-24, a CJ4, whatever. It was just really expensive. So I think you've got coverage availability. And I think, as I said earlier, as I alluded to earlier, we have price volatility. I think the prices are going to continue to be crazy. I think this year we're going to see it level. I was leading a panel a few months ago down in Tucson, and we were talking with a couple of the insurance underwriting leaders, and one of them made the comment that one of the numbers in our industry is 5 to 7. It's 5 to 7 years before we really feel the claims. So he was referring to the situation with the 2 Boeing 737 MAXs. That's still an outstanding number. Last I heard, it was about a $3.8 billion loss that they expected from those 2 airplanes. And then I talked about the situation with Russia. There were about 400 airplanes, mostly airliners, that were leased by Western leasing companies into Russia. When the Ukraine conflict started, those airplanes became history. The lessors could not get them back. And the insurance companies have been concerned that we are looking at a potentially $10 billion claim. So to put that in, and I don't think it'll be $10 billion. Is it going to be $5 billion? I don't know what the number is. But to put that into perspective, I don't suppose anybody has an idea what Progressive Insurance annual revenue was last year. Any guesses? $64 to $69 billion. Progressive, one company. The aviation insurance industry's revenue last year was about $6.9 billion. That was for the airlines, aerospace, general aviation. General aviation was about $2.7 billion. So when you throw a $3.8 billion loss coming at you in a $5 billion, whatever it is for Ukraine, that's why I say price volatility. I think it's still there. I think coverage will be available, but I have no expectations that the softening that we're seeing right now is going to continue long term.